All right, welcome to another episode of the Global Game Show. Today is May 10th, 2026. I am your stewardess, Amy. Now, let's welcome in TikTok because we have a very, very fun game to play, and let's get it started. All right, here we go. Hello, TikTok. How are you? Happy Sunday, jet lag Sunday today on the Global Game Show. Okay, it is Sunday, May 10th, 2026. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. Okay, we have a new show for you tonight. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Listen, the pilot got eye surgery, so we had to help him onto the plane. Now, don't be alarmed. It is blurry. His vision is a little bit blurry, but I'm sure he can drive the plane just fine, okay? But we're all good. Welcome to the Global Game Show. I'm so glad to have y'all here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what we've got. Okay, all right, just making sure y'all can hear me and y'all can see me. All right, so we're all good. Yes, good afternoon, everyone. I want to know what time it is near you. For me, it is 8:09 p.m. And so since we started late, we're going to go ahead and get into it. All right. Yes, happy Mother's Day to everybody's mothers, okay? Whatever, say, remember to get them something special. And even if money's a little tight, just send them a quick, nice, meaningful message, okay? That will mean the world to them, okay? But I want to know if you are mothers in the chat or if you did celebrate with your mother, how was it? What did you do? I'm so excited to hear from y'all, and I also need some ideas, okay? So please let me know. And of course, welcome to the Global Game Show. And this is flight GA398. If you do not know, I'm your stewardess, Amy from Amy Rose Abroad. We do have Cheryl coming in with the refreshments, which we'll get into later. We also have Carter, who will assist you with your baggage. If you are coming here with any emotional or physical baggage, because I understand life is lifing right now, okay, just please remember to place them in the overhead bins that you see behind me, and they will automatically close once we reach a certain altitude. If you come in here with some strange footwear, such as stilettos, flip-flops, anything that is dangerous or anything that will slow you down in an emergency, please let us know, okay, because we will recommend that you change your shoes. If you do not have a change of shoes, we will give you some hospital socks that you can keep with you, okay? But again, welcome everyone to Global Air Flight GA398 and another episode of the Global Game Show. As you can see, we have our whiteboard here. I do have players here, so if you're watching on YouTube and you get a point, you will end up here. If you're watching on TikTok and you get a point, you will end up here, okay? So what we're gonna do before we waste any more time, like I said, our pilot just got eye surgery in both eyes. So when he pilots the plane and everything like that, he is working with blurry vision. So do not be surprised if you get a little bit of turbulence. But don't worry, I mean, he's an experienced pilot. Like I said, 8 weeks worth of training is, just enough that he needs to pilot this plane, okay? But remember, please, 10 cats, 1 dog, you didn't get your pizza the last time? All right, don't worry. We will have that for you. Please just remind me of your seat number, and we will remind Cheryl to get you your refreshments, okay? All right, like I said, we have, I didn't get into the refreshments yet, but let's get into that really quick before we get to our weather report. So, for the refreshments that Cheryl will be handing out, we have spicy water, we have flat water, we have soda, we have tea, we have sparkling water, kombucha, we even just got a new shipment of Capri Sun if you're into that. Like I said, we have soda. We ran out of hot cocoa because it is getting warmer and I don't need y'all sweating on this plane, okay? Do y'all have a latte? I will check with Cheryl, but I'm not too sure. All right, so we'll check on that with the lattes and everything like that. Now, as far as the food, we do have chips, we have pretzels, we have trail mix, we have mini pizzas. 10 cats, 1 dog, you will get your pizza, okay? And as far as the pizza that we do have regular cheese pizza, we have a veggie pizza, which includes broccoli, peppers, onions, all of that jazz. And we also have a pepperoni pizza. Now remember, our pepperoni is farm raised, okay, cage free. All right, so you do not have to worry about any pepperonis with antibiotics in them, okay? Because we are, we're trying to be a little health conscious this season, all right? All right, so remember, if you're coming in here with any baggage, group 1, group 2, I'm already seeing that y'all have stuff all over the aisles. Please clear the aisles. That is very, very important, okay? Now, please place them in the overhead bins. If you need help with anything like that, Carter will be the one to assist you with that. But if you do not know, I am your stewardess, Amy from Amy Rose Abroad, and welcome to the Global Game Show. For this game show, we have 3 mini games that make up the entire show. The first one that we're going to start with is travel trivia. The second game that we're going to get into is guess that word or phrase. The third and final game is y'all's favorite Guess That Drawing. Hi, Simon. How are you? Okay, and if you don't know, I'm streaming on both YouTube as well as TikTok. YouTube is getting a really weird view of me right now. Okay, there you go. All right, YouTube. I know. I saw your complaints. I got you. My bad. It's not that kind of show. All right. Yes, we do have Guess That Drawing. Yeah. All right, so remember, if you have any refreshment requests, we do start off with, again, please put your seat numbers because otherwise we will not know where you are, and we'll just throw the food in the air and see who grabs it first. And I'm sure you wouldn't want that, all right? You guys have had a long, overdue wait, all right? I know those TSA lines are long, so we're going to make sure that we get you comfy and we get you your food, okay? All right, so remember, our seat numbers start with seat number 10, and then they end with 60, okay? So the very last seat that you can get is 60C, okay? 60C, all right? And the first seat that you can get is 10A, okay? All right, so please remember, if we have any signs of sickness or cold, remember, we got a certain level of air pressure in here. So if you don't look too good, we're going to have to kick you out of the plane. I'm sorry, mid-flight. We'll give you a parachute and wish you luck. All right, but again, we are starting off with our first game of travel trivia, which I will be asking you basic questions about the country that we choose. And we did not tell you on TikTok which country we are going to. However, a few people did ask me for a hint, and I will say it to all of you to be fair. Our country that we're going to starts with the letter C, okay? Culture, I don't know if you heard me, but the seats start at number 10. There is no seat number 9, okay? So run that back, okay? All right, so now let's get into our weather report because we are a little bit behind schedule, and then we get to reveal what country we're going to today. All right, yeah, culture, we got you. You want to make sure that you're on the plane nice and secure, all right? But welcome, everyone. And again, if you are a mother or if you celebrated with your mother or whatever you did today, grandmother, auntie, surrogate mother, whatever you are, we wish you a wonderful and happy Mother's Day, okay? Shout out to all the mothers out there, including my mother, who is awesome, I can say. All right, and so let's get into our weather report, and then we will get into the games, and we will have you guess. All right, I see you already guessing. Those are not correct. All right, but we will get into that, okay? All right, and I'll give y'all more hints if YouTube allows me to, because some people on YouTube, listen, I feel like there's a personal beef between the two platforms because the people that are watching on YouTube, they are really talking smack about TikTok. So listen, we'll see how far we get in this game without any beef. All right. Hello, Matthew Graham. Welcome. Are you our air marshal today? And by the way, let me know where you are watching this from. As you know, I live outside of the United States, so I love to interact with people who are still in the United States because, you know, we got to make sure we stick together. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it is 8:17 p.m. What time is it near you? I want to know. All right. Hello to everyone new and whoever has been here before. Remember, the country tonight, which we stream and we get on this flight every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is this country, I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter C, okay? It starts with the letter C. All right, so do with that information what you want. All right, so we're going to begin our weather report now, so let's get into it. All right, so if you're flying out of Tokyo, it is 61 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 3:17 a.m. Happy Monday morning, Tokyo. If you're flying out of Rome, Italy, it is 66 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 8:17 p.m. If you're flying out of New York, shout out to the East Coast, it is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, really nice weather there, with a time of 2:18 p.m. If you're flying out of Canada, it's a little little bit warmer today, but still kind of cold. It was 41 degrees Fahrenheit and a time of 2:18 p.m. Beverly Hills, California, 71 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is 11:18 a.m. Good morning, everyone in California. And let's see what else we got. Oh, Chicago, Illinois. It is 57 degrees Fahrenheit with the time of 1:18 p.m. London. It is 54 degrees Fahrenheit with the time of 7:18 p.m. And last but certainly not least, okay, it is 64 degrees Fahrenheit with a time of 8:18 p.m. in Albania. All right. So again, we have got through our weather report, and so now it is time to guess the country. If you do not know our DJ Air, shout out to you. They are playing the music that is traditional to this country. So I'm gonna go ahead and be a little bit quiet, and I'm gonna let y'all guess exactly what country we are going to. Okay. I can't really dance to this music because I can't really find the beat. Maybe that's just me. But what do y'all think this music sounds like? Where do you think this music comes from? Let me know. Go ahead. I'm watching. I'm watching, y'all. I got to make sure that I'm in uniform. Make sure the pilot isn't mad at me. Thank you, Philip. No, it is not Cairo. It is not Turkey. No. 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 Let's see what else y'all said. Bubblegum, I think you didn't spell it right, but I think you got it. You know the correct spelling of it? Because maybe you got it, because there's a country similar to that. I'm looking at your old message, Bubblegum, so maybe you did correct it. Let me see. Chile, no. Morocco, no. Yes, it is Croatia. Good job. So we are going to Croatia today, all right? Have y'all ever been to Croatia? Do you know anybody that's Croatian? Are you from Croatia? I'm asking all of y'all, okay, on both platforms. Because this country has some tricks up its sleeve, okay? And I cannot wait to get into the trivia with you. And of course, we get to crown a trivia champion at the end of this game. All right. So if you do not know, the trivia champion will also be posted on our TikTok story, as well as anybody who gets a point. And we will also be, giving them a first class meal, because right now y'all all starting off in standard class, but you can easily make it to first class if you have what it takes to get most of the points, if not all, for each mini game. Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. I told everybody can play this shit. I don't know what you're talking about, but all right, it says, ask Cheryl, is we going out tonight? You really trying to date Cheryl? Listen, R, you weren't here last time. I know Bubblegum was. I think Oliver was here too. But hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, okay? I just gotta get them away. Cheryl Carter, I think there's something wrong with the pets in the back. Can you just go check that out, please? Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, y'all, listen. Y'all know what I'm about to say, right? So Carter, y'all know Carter? Carter actually has a crush on Cheryl, okay? So I don't know if that's going to happen. If any of you are trying to date Carter. Yes, Carter likes Cheryl. Yes, thank you, Bubblegum, because Bubblegum was there. I think somebody tried to ask Carter out, and Carter was like, nah, I'm actually in love with Cheryl. So we going to see. But R, just for you, y'all boys must like dust. Oliver, why you being so mean to Cheryl? I told you Cheryl does not look a day over 106, okay? She's been around since the Wright brothers. Y'all gotta take it easy on her. And by the way, I see that we're at 628 likes. Let's get them likes up, okay? Because if you're not tapping, you are lacking, okay? So let me see y'all hit that screen, okay? Let me see y'all keep tapping that screen. Oliver said I'm being realistic. You know what? Look, if Cheryl comes back to try to swat you with her purse, don't say I didn't tell you. All right. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start our game. All right. You said old women need love too. Listen, I'm telling you, y'all know what she looks like. Thank you so much, R, for tapping that screen. I like that energy. Listen, I wouldn't call Cheryl old. I'd call her experienced, you know. All right, but anyway, now that we have gotten our weather report out the way and we guessed the country, again, this is the Global Game Show Croatia. We will now get into travel trivia. And again, if you get a point, you will end up on our board right here. If you're watching on YouTube, hello, yes, I see. Yes, Gabby, I see you. You gonna roast me today, Gabby? Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, you will end up on this side of the board. TikTok, if you get a point, you will end up on this side of the board. And remember, whether you get 1 point, 5 point, 10 points, all of the points, we will still shout you out on our TikTok story, okay? All right, so welcome to the Global Game Show Croatia, and let's get into the games. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! And by the way, I want to say this again. Most importantly, y'all get the vibe. I love the vibe that's here. It's so calm, cool, and collected. We never have any issues with anybody here. But listen, I do have to say this just for anybody who is new. If you do not know how to act in here, if you're coming in here with potty mouth or something like that, we will put you on timeout and you'll be one of our janitors, okay? Do not come in here with no crazy behavior because I can give you that energy back. And I don't think you'll like it, okay? So I like playing games too, as long as they're appropriate. All right, so I'm just going to say that. But again, most of all, welcome everyone to the Global Game Show, and this is flight GA398. All right, let's get into it with travel trivia and question number 1. Okay? All right, so we're going to start off with a red marker today. All right, because I know y'all like red. Y'all keep voting red. Okay. Oh, on Wednesday I might have an attitude. Why do you might have an attitude on Wednesday? Hopefully we get to turn that frown upside down, okay? And by the way, I'm so sorry for not being here on Friday. Like I said, the pilot was getting eye surgery, so all of us were there just supporting him. There was 10 hours of surgery, and he's now piloting the plane now, so he's all better. His vision is a little bit blurry in both eyes, but it's okay. Because with 8 weeks of flying experience, he will get us where we need to be in no time and safely. Okay? All right. All righty. So, did you know that, by the way, Croatia, they actually filmed a segment of Game of Thrones in Croatia? So that's a fun fact. Okay? I just want to let y'all know that. Okay, so, question number 1. What is the capital of Croatia? What is the capital city or capital of Croatia? Let me know in the comments. And of course, if you need a hint, you already know what to do. Okay? You say he's blurry. I'm not trying to end up in the tree. No, don't worry. He has a seeing eye dog back there. He's good. He's got a seeing eye dog there. The dog is trained, and if he veers too far to the left or to the right, he barks, Look at you. Good job, R. You're the first one. All right, Zagreb is the capital of Croatia. R, you're going to get that first point. Y'all need to pay attention now. All right, question number 2. What is the currency used in Croatia? I think y'all know this. What is the currency that is used in Croatia? Hi, Miranda. How are you? We're going to Croatia today, Miranda. All right? All right. USD? No, it is not. No, you said, is it water? No. All right. Oh, by the way, Cheryl is ready. 10 cats, 1 dog. If you're still there, your pizza is on the way. Okay? All right. So what is the currency used in Croatia? What is the currency used in Croatia? What do we got? Oh, all right, R, you did it again. It is the euro. The euro is the currency that is used in Croatia. Okay? All right, cool. All right, question number 3. What is which sea is closest to Croatia? Which sea? Now, there's a difference between the sea and the ocean. So which sea is closest to Croatia? The Black Sea? No. Caspian Sea? No. I'm looking for a specific one. Well, well, well. Yes, that just happened. Welcome to the Global Air. All right, Bubblegum, good job. It is the Adriatic Sea. Good job, good job. All right, Bubblegum, you're on here. Okay, look at you. Good job. All right, you said the Atlantic Sea. No, this an Atlantic Ocean. No, it's the Adriatic Sea. Yes. It may be connected to an ocean, but I'm looking for the sea at this moment. Okay, but good try. Good try. All right. All right. So question number 4. This is a multiple choice answer. So listen to it completely before you give your answer, please. Okay. This is a multiple choice. Well, not multiple choice. Yeah, you can pick one of these answers. Which American athlete is of Croatian descent? Listen for the choices. Is it number 1, Steph Curry, Travis Kelce, or Stephon Diggs? Which American athlete is of Croatian descent? Stephen Curry, Travis Kelce, or Stephon Diggs? Ooh! Okay, all right. Okay, I did see that as well. Okay, I gotta give 3 people points. Okay, I gotta give 3 people points. Hold on. All right, Miranda. She said, OMG, I love Taylor Swift. Okay, Miranda, I got you. I can feel your excitement from here. All right, so listen. What's up, Foxy? Foxy the Gamer, how are you? Okay, so I'm going to be giving 3 people points. I'm going to be giving Bubblegum, Oliver, and Miranda from YouTube points. All right, so Miranda, you got that point. Bubblegum, you got another one. Oliver, only because y'all were the first 3 to say it so quickly. Okay, but yes, the answer is Travis Kelce. If you did not know, his great-grandfather is of Croatian descent, which I did not know. I just thought he was just a regular Southern boy. I don't even think he's from the South at all. So that's how much I know about athletics. Okay, I thought he was a golfer. All right, but don't tell Taylor Swift that. All right, so our last question for travel trivia before we move someone into first class. And by the way, just letting you know, R and Bubblegum have the 2 highest points, so hopefully we do not have to go into a tiebreaker, but if we need to, I will. What is the official language of Croatia? What is the official language of Croatia? You said Japan. Okay. Yes, thank you, R. You didn't spell it right, but I'll give you that point. You know what? Matter of fact, since you and Bubblegum said it, but Bubblegum had the correct spelling, R, I'll give you a half point. Bubblegum, I'll give you the full point, okay? All right. Okay. All right, so that means Bubblegum, I think this is the first time, but you are being moved to first class behind me. So that means that you get a choice of 4 first class meals. Everybody give it up for Bubblegum. Bubblegum has made it as our first passenger in first class. Okay, Foxy the Gamer, I'm not going to let you on if you keep talking crazy in the comments. Okay, we're going to keep you on the wing. Talking about look behind you. You crazy, look behind you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move Bubblegum to first class, and then we will introduce our first class meals to you, okay? Bubblegum, you're not the winner entirely, okay? You're just the winner of this first round with 3 points, okay? But everybody, please congratulate Bubblegum. Don't be afraid to be a team player, okay? Because we are all just vibing here, okay? And thank you so much for liking the live. I already see that we are at 1,600 likes. Let's keep getting those likes up because, again, we want to introduce more players like you, okay? And y'all are awesome. All right, so now let's get into the first class games. All right, shall we? I'll be right back. Hey, Chef, I need the first class not first class games, first class food. Hey, Chef, can I have the first class food, please? Chef? Okay, thank you. All right, so our very first class meal, and you have a choice now. Bubblegum, you can either take one of these for yourself or you can give it to somebody on the plane, all right? It is entirely up to you. All right, so the first one, we have this delicious lamb dish with peppers, red onions, and potatoes. Okay, this is a slow-cooked lamb dish. Okay, very, very good, very, very filling. Okay, just for you. Okay, you said I'm eating the meal myself. Okay, no problem. So this is your first choice here. This is lamb. This is peppers with red onions and potatoes. All right, that's the first choice. All right. Now, our second choice, we have prawns. We have prawns in sauce, okay? Prawns in a nice salty, kind of like a tangy sauce here. Just be careful because you do have to remove the shells and everything like that, but we do have some special garnish on the top, okay? So there is your second meal with prawns. Now, again, please, everyone, if you happen to make it to first class, know your level of allergies, okay? If you're allergic to peanuts, you can't have anything with peanuts in it. If you can't have anything with shellfish, this is not the meal for you, okay? But other than that, these are some delicious prawns. Look at how many are in there. And yes, they are cooked, so they will not jump out at you, okay? And yeah, enjoy that. Now, let's get into our third choice, okay? Now, our third choice, we have a delicious octopus salad. We have the octopus here. We have the parsley. We have the olives in here. There's capers in here. There's tomatoes, yellow tomatoes in here, bits of avocado. Did I say cilantro? I meant to say parsley. If I didn't say parsley, it's parsley. All right. And as you know, on Global Air, we got to put a plate within a plate. Okay, so there you go. Look at how bright those colors are. Perfect. Okay. Now, our last choice of first class meals is we have stuffed cabbage. Now, this is stuffed with beef and rice, and it is rolled in a cooked, specifically boiled cabbage leaf. Okay, so I would recommend this if you want something light but still want to be full, throughout your flight with us. Okay, so. Bubblegum, which one would you like? We have the lamb dish, we have the prawns, we have the octopus salad, and we also have the cabbage. Which one would you like, Bubblegum? And if we do not hear from you, we will have to give it to someone else. All right, but again, welcome everybody to Global Air Flight GA398. We're going to be doing trivia and 3 mini games based on the beautiful country of Croatia, okay, which is where we're flying to today, okay? So please, put your luggage in the overhead bins and make sure you have comfortable shoes on and appropriate shoes in the event of an emergency, okay? All right, so you said number 1. Okay, number 1. All right, so the first one is lamb, okay? So I'm going to give that to you, okay? All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so here is your lamb dish. That smells so good. Do y'all smell that? Do you smell that, YouTube? It smells so good. You said I want to get first class so I can get the cabbage. You said the octopus soup looks better. I mean, listen, y'all can talk all that talk, YouTube, but you got to make it to first class. Because right now, TikTok is doing their thing. All right, what's up, Am? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Woo! This almost fell off the plate. But here is your lamb dish. Congratulations for getting the most amount of points in our first game. But now we're going to move on to our second game, which is guess that word or phrase. So since we already established in the first game that the official language of Croatia is Croatian, I will be saying Croatian words and phrases to you, and you have to tell me what they mean in English. Now, again, if you need a hint, do not be afraid to drop a rose in the room. I will give you a quality hint, all right? But if you want to guess all day, I'm here with you, okay? Y'all make the show, okay? All right, so let's get into our second one. What's up, Mr. J? How are you? Okay. All right, Mr. J, that was a horrible, horrible joke, okay? But glad to have you on this flight anyway, okay? All right, so this one I'll tell you is one word. It's one word, and again, this is guess that phrase for, you said, guys, keep guessing wrong to keep her here. Listen, y'all, listen, I still got dinner to cook and eat and all that, so we ain't going to be here for that long. All right, but... All right, righty. So this is one word. And again, I'm going to be speaking a word or saying a word or phrase in Croatian. And you will have to tell me what it means in English. Okay? Remember, from Croatian to English. All right. Yes, it is. It is 8:37 in Croatia. Okay. All right. Look at you, Bubblegum, doing your little research. And if any of you know anything about Croatia, or if you are Croatian, please let me know and share, what we know. Like, educate us, okay? Because we're here to just learn about this place together, all right? But it is a very beautiful country with some good food. All right. All right. So the first word is, wait, hold on. I'm going to have the DJ turn the music down. DJ, can you turn the music down for me a little bit? DJ? DJ, can you just... Sorry, I'll be right back. DJ, can you turn the music down, please? Yeah, well, they can't hear what I'm saying if the music is so loud. Let's just turn this down, okay? Okay. You got it? No. Down, not up. Down. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I'm back. All right, so now the first word is book. Book. What does book mean? It's one word. What does book mean? Book. There you go, Oliver. That's what's up. All right, so book means hello. Book means hello, okay? Specifically hello. All right, so Oliver, you get that point. I was going to switch colors, but we'll keep it all red, okay? All right, so book, spelled B-O-K, means hello. All right, so good guess on that. What do you say? Simon thinks you're cheating, Oliver, so I'm telling you there's beef between YouTube and TikTok, so... All right, but listen, nobody's cheating, and if you are using lifelines, make sure I don't find out, okay? Because all your points will just be half points if I find out, okay? Miranda, I'm looking at you. All right, so we're gonna get to our second word. Vala. That's kind of hard to say. Vala. You said my mom is Croatian. Nice. Okay. Vala. What does Vala mean? It is H-V-A-L-A. H-V-A-L-A. What does that mean? Vala. Okay. All right, Oliver. Get it again. Okay. All right. Getting that point. It means thank you. Vala means thank you. Okay. All right. So, question or phrase number 3. How am I supposed to say this, Carter? Give me 1 second. How am I supposed to say this? De Jacopo Onitsa. Okay. Jde Jacopo Onista. So y'all better type faster. It does not mean I'm hungry. I will tell you one thing. It is a, well, I can't tell you unless you ask for a hint. But de Jacopo Onista. What does that mean? And I do not speak Croatian, so hopefully, hopefully y'all understood what I said. Bubblegum, are you laughing at me to try to speak Croatian? Zdeje kupao no onista. What does that mean? You said, how do you spell it? I can't. You want me to spell it for you? I'm not going to spell it for you. How are you doing? No, it does not mean how are you doing. Hello, Tony. Welcome aboard. We are going to Croatia today, all right? So we're on question 3 of Guess That Word, okay? So it is Jde je kupao nonista. Okay? All right, so what does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? And it does not mean, how are you? I'll tell you that right now. What y'all think? What y'all think? Gabby, you gonna try it? Okay, hold on, Gabby. All right, she said, let me cook. Rico, you said say it again. Welcome aboard, Rico. You're a little late to the flight, but so was I. But I have a good excuse. Blame the captain, not me. Okay. Does it mean good night? No, it does not mean good night. No, it is actually a question. Zde je kupał no o nista. Yes, good job. Good job, Oliver. That means where is the bathroom? Look at you, Oliver. Oh, I'm sorry. Gabby said it too. Gabby, you got it? Okay, all right, Gabby. I don't want you bullying me in my DMs. Let me just give you the point. All right, so Gabby and Oliver both got that point. Good job. You said Oliver cheating. We on FaceTime. All right, so the fourth phrase, y'all getting through this trivia pretty quick. I guess y'all knew what country I was going to, that we were going to. All right, so the fourth phrase is nerazumiem. Nerazumiem. What does that mean? Nerazumiem. What does that mean? Nerazumiem. What does that mean? What does it mean? Nerazumiem. What does that mean? Where did you go? Is that a question for me or is that your answer, Tony? Let me know. Nerazumiem. It does not mean see you later. No. Nerazumiem. Oh, DJ, why? I'm sorry. The DJ's starting to take over the karaoke. DJ, but you can't break out that song now. Okay. Cheryl, can I have a snack? What would you like to have? And I'll let her know. Where are you at? No. Nerazumiem. Nerazumiem. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Miranda. Okay, you taking advantage of these little things on YouTube. Thank you. Okay. I'll have the smile chip. I don't know what those are. You said I'll be back. Are you saying that to me or you're coming back, Oliver? So y'all gotta make it clear if it's your answer or if that's a request. Okay? All right, so again, it's nerazumiem. Oh, the answer, no, it does not mean I'll be back. No. Nope. Or I'll have the Cheetos. Yes, you can have the Cheetos, of course. Thank you. Okay. It's my first time flying. No, we can have Carter come for you, though. He has muscular arms. He'll be able to help. Carter, we have a passenger who needs comforting. All right, he'll be right over for you. All right, so again, this is a Croatian word, nerazumiem. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm telling you, maybe one of you got closest to the answer, but I can't tell you who yet. Can't tell you who. Nope. I don't know. I don't know how I can do that. I don't know. Maybe listen to some affirmations or something. You got this. All right. This flight is great. Do not worry. Our pilot, like I said, our pilot did get eye surgery, so he's working with blurry vision right now. But he has 8 weeks of flight school, so he knows what he's doing. Okay. Hopefully that's comforting for you. Does it mean see you later? No, it does not. It does not. It does not. No. Again, this is Croatian, okay? So if you're not saying anything that is in Croatian, it's not valid. Or saying the translation based off of the words, it's not right. All right, so nerazumiem. What does that mean? What that mean? Nerazumium. No, Gabby, that's not right. See, Gabby's already roasted me. She said it means you have a horrible art teacher. No. No. All right. Rico. Okay, Rico, you got it right. You did get it right. All right, Rico, we're going to get you that point. All right, Rico. All right. All right. She says, never Zoom with me. All right. Nerazumia means I don't understand. I don't understand. That is what it means, okay? All right, so Nerazumia means I don't understand, okay? All right, so like I said, I give you phrases that you will need when you travel to these places, okay? I got y'all. All right, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the fourth one, it is one word. One word, okay? Tony says, I don't understand that language. Narazumium, that language. See, I'm already teaching you something, Tony. Come on, come on. All right, so the fourth word is Dovigenia. Dovigenia. Ooh, that's nice. Dovigenia. Oliver, don't even say nothing crazy. And I got to call you out because I know you. But I don't, but I know you. All right? No Vigenia. Everybody get your mind out the gutter. No Vigenia. Get your mind out the gutter. YouTube, you as well. Get your mind out the gutter. Simon says no. Oh man, Simon, I knew it. Simon, we're gonna have to put you on bathroom duty. I'm so sorry. I told you. Get your mind out the gutter. So we're gonna put you in bathroom duty, okay? You gotta go. Okay? Okay. All right. Does it mean to? No, it does not, bubblegum. No, Virginia. What do you mean? Okay, Oliver. Okay. All right. No, it does not mean no Virginia like the state. No. Do Virginia. You say this. I'm about to give y'all a hint. I can't give you a hint. I cannot. All right, but Do Virginia. What does that mean? What does that mean? Miranda, are you asking me or are you telling me? Because if you're telling me in the form of a question, I can't confirm or deny it. It does not mean, thank you. What's up, Chortana? Nice to see you. It does not mean food. It does not mean good night. Okay. You said enunciate. You know what? I am. Do, vi, gen, yeah. That's Croatian. I can't help it. I can't. See, y'all gonna put me on the spot and then TikTok is gonna restrict my live or something. Don't do that. Don't do that. It does not mean look over there. No. It does not mean beef. No, I don't think you would need that. It does not mean amazing. No. Do Virginia. This is something. If y'all need any hints, you know what to do by dropping a rose in the room. But other than that, we're going to have to keep guessing, okay? Because this one is not that hard. It is actually not. What's up, Clemente Gonzalez? Welcome aboard. We are going to Croatia today. Okay? Does it mean organism? No, it does not. It does not mean you're welcome either. It sounds like another language, and that's not a hint, but it does not mean hello. Tony, you're kind of close to it, but not really. But it does not mean hello. It means... Thank you, Miranda. Thank you. It means goodbye. It does not mean hello. It means goodbye. Cheryl, are you opening the Cheetos bags again? I told you what we talked about. You can just cancel one out for yourself. That's how we do it on flights all the time. Yeah, just no. You're not gonna hand her the bag you're not gonna hand Bubblegum the bag that we just opened. You're gonna hand them a new one. Thank you. All right, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, Chortanen, you said it first. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Chore, before you, because you all yelling at me now. All I saw you say was enunciate. All I saw you say was enunciate. You said, Amy, I was first. I said it a couple of times at the start. Hold on. I did not see y'all say goodbye at all. And I'm telling you, I don't know why TikTok filtered that. But I believe you. This one time only, I'm going to give y'all half points because I didn't see it, but I believe you, okay? So Tannen. Tannen. Sorry. You're going to get a half point. Oliver, I'm going to give you a half point, okay? Okay? Thank you so much, Bubblegum, for reposting the live. I do appreciate that. And I see that we are at 2.9 thousand likes. Y'all are amazing. All right, so next round, I am not doing, you said, what about me? I didn't see you say goodbye. The answer, I told y'all, don't worry. I got you. Okay? All right, we still have one more phrase left, though, before we get to guess that drawing, okay? So don't get too mad at me, y'all. Please don't get mad at me. What's up, Frederick? How are you? All right. Oh, do we have one more drawing? I mean, one more. No, we don't. But you know what? I'll throw in an extra question, okay? I'm going to throw in an extra question. All right. So which invention was, which style of clothing was inspired by Croatian soldiers? Is it the top hat, the necktie, or spurs? I never knew soldiers wore spurs, but that's, Again, top hat, necktie, or spurs? All right, Tony, you got it. It is a necktie. All right, Tony. All right. It is a necktie, yes. All right. The necktie, no way, yes. How many of y'all actually wear neckties? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the difference between a necktie and a tie, which is, I think it's the same thing, right? So, y'all have complicated fashion, okay, you men, okay? I thought it was just us women who had difficult outfits. No, it is not, right? Okay, I do when I wear a suit. Okay, all right. Why is oxygen getting thin in here? Wait, why is Cheryl slamming the oxygen tank? Cheryl is not slamming the oxygen tank. She's right here with her cart. I see her right here. But good thing that you mentioned oxygen. For those of you who are, you said necktie to tie. Ain't that complicated? Yes, it is so difficult. Anyway, for those of you, if you have a window seat, if you look out your window, we are at our altitude. What's our altitude again? Okay, 126,000 feet in the air. Okay, so if you see the Earth getting a little bit smaller, that is why. If you're not used to seeing that view, please use the barf bag that is to your left. Okay, otherwise, like I said, we're gonna have to take out more seats. That's why we only have 50 seats on the plane, really, because people keep getting sick. Okay. All right. Well, on Global Air, it is possible. Wait, what's to the left? The left is the barf bag if you get sick, okay? If you get sick, if you feel like you gotta, something comes out. All right. Earth is getting smaller. We're in space. Okay. He said, if I keep getting robbed, I'm going to be on bathroom duty. No, we don't want you on bathroom duty. All right. We're going to go to guess that drawing, okay? Which I think y'all are happy to see. Gabby, I know this is your favorite game, right, Gabby? Miranda says, hold on, let me put on my reading glasses. Okay. Rico says, yes, I love this game. Okay. All right. All right. It's on the left. It's on the left, Jamie. It's on the left. All right. So with Guess That Drawing, if you do not know, this is when I draw pictures for you. And like I said, y'all know I already went to art school, so this will be high quality drawings, okay? As always. And where's Miranda? Miranda's not paying attention to you. Miranda's trying to get this game going, okay? So all right. So as Jamie, what you trying to say? Because I'll put you on bathroom duty if you get crazy on this flight. All right, don't come in here with that energy. Please don't. Please don't. All right, so like I said, this is where I draw a picture for you, and you'll have to guess exactly what I'm drawing, and you can get a point once you guess it right. All right, so as tradition, I will have y'all guess the colors, okay? Or not guess the colors. I'm going to have you pick the colors for the drawings, okay? All right, hold on. Let me get all the colors. All right, so we have red, we have, it's all right, Jamie. We have blue, and we also have black. Which one would you like me to draw today? Okay, or what color do you want me to draw in today? Which one? Which one would you like? All right, so King Savage says black. Okay. Any other takers? YouTube, what do you think? You said all three. That's not possible. One at a time, okay? All right, so the first vote is black. We have red. Okay, Gabby and Miranda says blue. Say blue. Rico says black. It's two. All right, so the top two is blue and black. Which one? Somebody has to break this. Blue or black? Which one we got? Rico says, what did you say? Oh, my bad. I can't see that. Why are you drawing in special emojis? Just tell me the word, Rico. Rico says black. Blue is the least scary. Okay, now we're at 3 for 3. Come on, what y'all think? What y'all think? All right, so we have 3 for 3. What do we think? What do we think? Are we going to choose blue or black? I have a business meeting. Be back Wednesday. Okay, Bubblegum, nice to see you. Thanks for playing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I was going to throw them in the air. You said let Gabby call it. Okay, Gabby, which one? You want to do blue or black? Because TikTok is letting you call it since you are the you love bullying me. So which one? You said, I agree. Blue is less ugly when you draw. Okay, Miranda. All right, so everybody wants to do blue today. We're going to do blue today. Okay. Blue it is. All right. So, All right. So we will be drawing 5 common animals that are found. You said it's less scary, but I know Miranda and Gabby made it clear they'll have less nightmares if I draw in blue today. All right. So we'll be drawing the 5 common animals that exist in Croatia. Okay. This does not mean that you'll see them down the street, but they do have a habitat or some sort of nest or whatever in Croatia. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Hold on. All right, we're going to start off easy, okay? All right. Here is the animal. What do y'all think? What y'all think? All right, this is the first animal. Okay. All right. It is not a bear. Thank you so much. It is not a bear. It is not a bear. It is not a bear. A turkey? No. Wolves? No. Martine? Who's Martin? Who's Martine? Martin. Who's that? It's definitely a bird. No, it is not. It's not a bird. It's not a lynx. No. No. Get a good look at it. Remember, y'all know my frame of thinking. So it is not a turtle. No, it is not. No, Chortanum is not that. All right, what y'all think, YouTube? What do you think? Oh, hold on. I got to hold it up for YouTube. If you need a clue, you know what to do. You just drop a hint of Rose in the room, and I will give you a hint, okay? All right. All right, did you see it good enough? What do you think, YouTube? You said it looks like a pig. No, it is not. You said how many legs does it have? I can't. I mean, that's pretty basic. Okay. It has. No, I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. A dolphin, an anglerfish, a boar. No, it is not. Nope. No, 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 no. All right, I'll keep drawing so y'all know. I'll keep drawing. Okay. Hold on. Oh, wait. Y'all won't understand that if I drew this like that. Okay. 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 Oh, this will help y'all out. Okay. Hold on. TikTok wants to see if I am still alive. Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Okay. T-Rex, no. A fox, no. No. Okay. Okay, hold on. All right, maybe this will help. Does this help a little bit? Y'all gotta know what this is now. I made it very, very easy for you. Made it very, very easy. So rhino, no. Gabby says, oh. Miranda said that didn't help at all. Rico says, now I'm more confused. Simon says, this looks crazy. Gabby, okay, Gabby, one message at a time. No, not a rhinoceros, not a badger, not a sheep, not a goat. Let me see if y'all said this. Okay. Nope, nobody said it yet. Yeah, okay, all right, hold on. Gabby says she thinks she's got it. You think you got it, Gabby? You said, Miranda says, yeah, I think I got it too for the first time. I actually recognize the face. Okay. It's not a beaver. No, it is not a ladybug. You said a rhino bird. No. This is pretty easy, y'all. It's pretty easy. Come on, y'all. Go ahead and guess it. All right. You said a ladybug. Okay. What do you think? You said, oh, Gabby, you got it right. Gabby got it right. See, I knew you would get, you get used to my drawings and kind of know what I'm drawing. All right. So it is a horse. It's a horse. Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. Hold on. I'm surprised I didn't realize it was a horse. Okay. Okay. All right. See, look at this. It's a horse. Y'all can't tell me this doesn't look like a horse. You said I said that. King Savage, you said it where? Where did you see it? Where? I didn't see you say a horse. I did not see it. You said it's definitely a bird. Hold on, I'm looking at the messages just to make sure, because I could be wrong too. It's rare, but I could be wrong. You said, oh my. You said, King. Very. It looks like a horse, right? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. See, look, it looks like a horse. How do y'all not realize that this is a horse? All right, but anyway, this is a horse. Gabby, you got that right, so I will give you that point, okay? You said, Rico says, oh, now I realize that it's a horse. Gabby says it looks like a horse that rides a short bus. Okay. This is a Croatian horse, if I'll have you know. Okay. All right, it's rare, but it's rare, but I could be wrong. You said Shorts Hannah said absolutely not. What you mean? I mean, listen, this is one of the best. I can say, I hate to brag, but I think that this is one of the best drawings. Okay, I mean, it has the horse. You see the teeth. You know. Oh, okay. I realize why y'all not understanding this. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. If I just draw this, if I just what you mean don't draw anymore? I'm trying to make sure that it matches up to it. All right, so this is a basket full of apples. Okay, you said Marlon says my ex. Oh my God. He said it looks like the Egyptian stuff. You mean hieroglyphics? This does not look like a hieroglyphic. All right, but see, it has a basket full of apples. It's a horse. Okay. But I'm glad that you think that I can make ancient drawings like that. I mean, that's a compliment. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So this is a horse. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into our second drawing. Okay. All right. Okay. This one y'all gonna like. Y'all gonna really like this one. Okay. Okay. There you go. This is your second drawing, okay? Now this looks just like it, and it may or may not have been mentioned before by one of you. No, it is not a bird. No, it is not a bird. Yes, sure. It is a dolphin. Look at you. See, I told y'all. Y'all will get my art. I told you. You got to just look through my lens. When I close my eyes, that's what I see. Oops. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't want to mess up this masterpiece for y'all. Okay. Okay. Ooh. You said the dolphin has vertebrae issues. All right, let me put the drops of water, okay, by its tail. And then the waves, so you know that it's a dolphin. Okay. Okay. All right. So here's a dolphin. I think the dolphin. He said, "Keep your eyes open, Amy." You know what? I do, but then I get sleepy. You said an otter. No, it's a dolphin. It's a dolphin. YouTube, what do you think? Doesn't this look like a dolphin? Right? All right. Gabby says, if you say so, I'll give it to you. She's like, she says, I give up at this point. You know what, Gabby? Don't give up. This is premium art. You'll never find this art anywhere. This art will go down in history. I'm serious. Is he going to the bathroom? No, those are water droplets. Because you know when you get out of the water, how there's water droplets? Yes. Okay. All right. You said, why doesn't it have fins? Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. My bad. Hopefully that makes it better. All right. He's belly flopping. All right. So it's a dolphin with fins. Okay. His name's Gerald. Okay. This is the one they were talking about. Okay. All right. So this is, you said chicken wing fins. No, they're thin because they're from like a profile perspective. Okay. All right. So there you go. These are the fins. Okay. I mean, this is the dolphin. Okay. Please stay in Croatia, Gerald. Look, he might need an underwater kingdom built, okay? Gerald with a G or a J. It's you know what? Due to the Croatian language, we're gonna say the word J. It starts with a J. Gerald, you know. That's what all my drawings, all of them have the same name. All right. Dolphin hit by a boat. I can, you know what? I love how interactive you are being with this drawing, but it did not get hit by a boat. All right, it's just simply flopping out of the water, you know, just saying hello. It's like, you know, however way dolphins sound. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at YouTube's comment. Gabby said, not the noise, too. Miranda said, definitely not how a dolphin sounds. Rico says, maybe if Gerald is giving birth, but that's not how it sounds. Okay, all right. You said, wait, say hello again? What do you mean, like hello in Croatian? Oh, bulk. 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 A bulk, yeah. Sounds like a chicken when I say that. In dolphin. No, I don't want to say that. If you. That's my sound of a dolphin. Stop it. Y'all know, look, I'm just talented in one way, which is my art. I have not gotten into impressions yet. Walmart Art Institute does have like a thing where you can get your degree in impressions. I may look into that, but y'all let me know what you think, okay? All right. Let's get into our next one, okay? Let's get to our next one. Oh, I think y'all gonna get this one. This one's easy. Look at this. All right, we're drawing anything that goes into Croatia. So if it's not on the list, we're not gonna draw it. But I appreciate that suggestion. If you know a country with a griffin, then let me know. We may cover that one too. Turtle, octopus, a germ. No, what do you think? Simon says, "Oh my gosh, for this." What do you say? Oh my gosh. This is the first time it looks normal. I know what this is. Okay, tell me what it is. Miranda says, yes, I know what this is. Gabby says, this is light work. Then tell me. Y'all just talking and you're not telling me. Platypus, no. A spider, no. A crab, no. What do you think? Ooh. Okay, we had two people on YouTube tell me this at the exact same time. Y'all, this is supposed to be a frog. It's a frog. Look at it. Oh, look. I'm going to finish the drawing for you, okay? Okay, hold on. Hold on, I gotta add more details. Okay, so it's a frog. You see? All right, so let me see. Who's the two people? Okay, so Rico was one of them, and Miranda. Okay, all right, got you. Rico and Miranda, you got those points. Okay, it's a frog. You see its legs. It has four legs. I know that, and it has flies near it. You said Jesus. You said what? What you mean? I know. I mean, art can be shocking. A toad, a frog. They both say ribbit. Okay. This is supposed to be a frog in Croatia. Okay. Doesn't it look so cute? It's a frog. If I saw my kid drawing that, I'm taking their pencil privileges. Listen, they're just probably a young artist in training. I told you I went to the most elite school that Walmart had to offer. All right. Our art is unique. All right. You said a frog with a polar bear face. Yep, cute. They have a tongue. Yeah, the tongue is right here. You know how your tongue is like, and it has like the two things on it. You know, that's why we have flies around it, or butterflies, whatever. So yeah, this is a frog. Doesn't this look like? All right, Miranda said, I was with you for a second until you started drawing it. Gabby said, who talked about the pencil privileges? You need to take away your pencil privileges. My pencil privileges, well, that's why I have a marker. Nah, 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 nah. Is the frog standing up and looking up? Yes. So it's like you're looking down at the frog. See, I'm glad you see the perspective. Look at you. It looks like a, oh my God. You know what? Looks lovely, Amy. Thank you, Wes. See, Wes knows art. Okay, that's why Wes is awesome. Okay, thank you. Shout out to you, Wes. Okay, all right. All right, and also I see that we're at 4.5 thousand likes. Thank you so much. Do not be afraid to keep tapping that screen, okay? Especially if you want to see more drawings, okay? All right, y'all inspire me, okay? It says when do frogs have ears? This is a Croatian frog. So frogs have ears. Every cartoon frog I've ever seen has ears. You think they would just do that because they're cartoons? This is a realistic frog. Okay. All right, but anyway, this is a frog here. As you can see, it is so cute. All right. All right. So we have two more drawings before we get to announce someone as a trivia champion. I don't know. It's pretty close between YouTube and TikTok, okay? Bubblegum left. So that means, actually, no, Oliver, you're in the lead. And the next one is Miranda. So, we're going to see, all right? All right. So, I think y'all going to like this one. Okay, hold on. Okay. She's really getting down, this person. Okay. All right. So, okay. Now this animal, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's sitting down. Okay. So that means its feet are up like this, facing you. So the palms of his feet are facing you. All right. So, okay. Here you go. Here's a hint. Here's a hint. Okay. Here's the first part of the drawing. All right. Here's the first part. What y'all think? No, it is not a bull. It is not a moose. No. A bull? No. Why y'all keep saying bull? No, it's not a bull. It's not a moose. Mammoth? No. It's not a mammoth. No. But good guess though. I like y'all guesses. I like where the energy's going. All right, what y'all think? Okay, Rico says, Rico, you gotta stop drawing with that typing with that special font, please. I can't understand what you said. Okay, Rico says, why does that look like a fantasy animal? Rico, what do you mean a fantasy animal? Look, listen, I'm not sure what you're into, but there's no fantasy on this screen of this drawing right here. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Wolves, lynx, owl, badger. Miranda. Rico says no. Why does it look like an animal from a fantasy realm? Sorry. No, I don't know. This is just what I see. I've never seen one of these in real life, but based off of my reference, this is what it looks like translated to my eyes. Furby, no. Y'all have said this animal before, and I even said I have drawn this before in previous episodes, but y'all did complain about it. So, Boscarin, no. Montessor, no. All right, I'll give y'all a hint. I'll draw it more. Okay. All right, now y'all have to know what this is. I didn't even finish the drawing yet. Bison, bird, bison, no. Definitely a bison. No, it is not a bison. It's not a bison, y'all. It's not a bull. Where are y'all getting the bull from? Okay, maybe this will help. Hold on, I gotta do a little bit of coloring in. Maybe this will help. Did that help? It looks just like it, y'all. Dog with a costume on. No, it is not a dog. It looks just like it. I'm sure it doesn't. This is like, okay. It's not a bull. Y'all keep saying it's a bull. It's not a bull. Come on, y'all. It's not a bull. It's not a bull. Y'all are missing it. Y'all gotta look at like the whole facial structure. You said it's giving me the middle finger. No, it's not. It's a very nice animal. Maybe getting some art lessons will help. Well, Jess, see, I think Jess is new. Jess, you still here, Jess? Because I got to show you something. Jess, don't go away. Don't go away. Jess, you still here? Let me know. Because I will have you know that I have an official degree from the Walmart Art Institute for the Gifted and Talented in art. Okay? All right. See, okay, so you still here? You see this? This is an official degree from the Walmart Art Institute for the Gifted and Talented. It was even signed by my professor, Professor Frank. Fraudulent Frank was his nickname. And also our Dean Barry Bogus Jones. Okay, now y'all already know that my professor is in the state penitentiary right now in New York, doing a 10-year stint. Okay, but if y'all want me to go into that story, I will. If you don't know, but y'all already know what he's in there for. Okay, but this is my art degree. Okay, so I'm a certified artiste. Okay. By the way, I see some new people are here. Thank you so much for reposting. You said he was definitely a fraud, and the other one is Shirley Bogus. You know what? No, 500, 3 easy payments of $500. Okay. All right, but listen, you said someone dared me to say that. Well, hopefully you got it, because this is an official degree from the Walmart Art Institute. It was the most popular art institute on my street. Okay. All right. And yeah, our classes were always outside, on a dirty mattress. But don't worry, because that is a part of art. You got to start somewhere. Always in the back of Walmart's. But yeah, did pretty good. Why isn't it framed? Well, I don't really know. I haven't framed it yet because I don't know. I just feel like y'all keep doubting my art skills. I can't keep taking it off the wall to show you. Okay? All right, listen. It was more like 3 streets, Tony. Okay? All right, but as y'all know, I'm a certified artist. Okay? All right. If I would have taken the course like 4 extra weeks, I would have gotten into the advanced class. Okay, 4 more weeks. All right, but yeah, this is the art here. All right. Shout out to Professor Frank. You're always in my heart. I will send you your letter next week. I just didn't get to the post office this Thursday. Okay, but I got you. All right. All right. So y'all still didn't guess this. You said 500 per streets. Y'all still didn't guess what this is, and it's so easy. Miranda said, wait, what did your professor do again? It was something international. Okay. Kind of makes me emotional talking about this, and the music doesn't help. But my professor is doing 10 years in the New York Penitentiary for international insect trafficking, okay? So he would collect all the bugs and sell them on the market. He had from local motel, bed bugs to like the 2028 mosquitoes that didn't even come out yet. This was about 100-man operation, just in America alone. I'm sure if you look it up, you'll see it on the news. But yeah, that's what he's doing. I don't think he did it. I think those bugs just kind of got into his suitcase while he was traveling. But of course, he's not allowed to travel to different countries due to his status. But it's okay. It's a long story. Excuse me, I'm just getting a little emotional. But he was a good art teacher. I learned everything I learned from him. All right. So it is not a bunny. It is not a dog. Okay. Y'all really don't know what this is? Y'all really don't know what this is? Come on, y'all. It's not a bull. No, Ashley, welcome aboard. But it is not a bull. Everybody keeps saying it's a bull or a moose. It is not. It's not a goat. Hey, how are you? All right, so everything that we're drawing has to do with Croatia. So these animals are commonly found in Croatia. You said it's an ogre. No, it is not an ogre, girl. I'm not that talented, but thank you. All right, so wolf, no, okay. No, listen, if you need a hint, y'all know what to do. But okay, YouTube, what are you saying? What do you think that this is? All right, Miranda says, oh my gosh, 10 years? That's crazy. Yeah, I know. I think he's innocent, but All right, Gabby, you said, is it Gabby, you got it right. Y'all, Gabby got it right. This is supposed to be a boar. It's a boar. Don't you see the little nose here, the beady eyes and the hair and the little tail and the feet? And I'm sorry, I didn't finish the teeth. That's why. Okay, so are you freaking kidding me? He said that's my ex-girlfriend. You know what? Tony, I don't know what your type is, but you know what? Honestly, this is a compliment because this is a nice looking animal. Okay, I'm not saying that you're into animals. I'm just saying this is nice. It's a boar. It's a boar. Gabby, you actually got it right. I'm very, very happy for you. Listen, y'all gotta get it together. Y'all gotta get it together because YouTube is on fire today. Okay? All right. So again, this is a boar. This is a boar. All right. It's a beautiful boar. As you can see here, look at that. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into our, we got our very last drawing, and then someone's going to walk out of here a champion. Okay. Alrighty. All right. And by the way, the top 3 players are Oliver, Gabby, and Miranda. The rest of you have points, but they are not the top 3. Gabby and Miranda, you both have 3 points. Oliver, you have 4.5 points. Bubblegum, you did leave, but you have 3 points, but you left, so I cannot count your points, but you'll still end up on our leaderboard, okay? All right. All right, so the last one. Ooh, y'all gonna like this one. All right, so you might have to tilt your head when you're watching, when you see this, okay? But it's okay. I'll tilt it. No, I can draw it from a different perspective. I'm going to draw it from a different perspective, okay? So y'all won't have to do all of that. Okay, just to make sure that you know. Miranda said, we already have to get a headache guessing your drawings. Please don't make us tilt our heads. All right, I got you. All right, so we're going to carve out this section here. Okay. 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 Hopefully that helps. You said a lion. No, it is not a lion. Oh my gosh, sure. You were really outraged with that one. It is not a crab. No. It's not a crab. Look at the entire picture. The entire picture consists of the animal. Okay? Okay, let me add that in here. It is not a crab. Are those waves? Yes, they are. Jellyfish, no. Turtle, no. An eel, a shark, a sunfish. What's up, campfires? Sea urchin, no, it is not a sea urchin. No. It's the entire, you gotta look at, I'll move it closer. You see, it's the entire thing right here. Thank you so much for the heart, me. I appreciate that. All right. Whaley? What's that? No. Okay. Oops. Okay. A flying stingray? No. Come on, y'all. This looks just like it. I'm even adding more to the picture. Let's see. There you go, Ashley. Good job, Ashley. And I think this is your first flight with us on Global Air. All right. It is an otter. It is an otter. Thank you. See, Ashley understands art. You know what I mean? Okay. Hold on. Look at that. All right. Go, Ashley. Go, Ashley. Thank you so much for the follow. Look at this. This is a happy otter. Look at it. You see it? You see it? It's an otter. Okay. All right, Ashley, let me go ahead and put your name on here because everybody on the leaderboard gets a shout out on our TikTok story. But of course, our winner, whoever wins today, will be put at the top. Okay. All right. So let me just make room. Sorry, there's like a lot of players on here. Ashley. Okay. ST4RR94. Okay, great. All right. So listen, we're in a little bit of a conundrum now because we have three. Actually, no, we don't. Actually, we're not in a conundrum. It is time to now. It is time to now announce the winner for our global game show. As y'all know, we do the game show every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time it is for you, that is always the time to join our game and have a chance to win and be crowned the trivia champion. All right, so with YouTube, y'all did a phenomenal job. Shout out to y'all. We had some great players with some great energy. So we're going to go ahead and start off the point system with YouTube first. So Rico, you have 2 points. Gabby, you have 3 points. And Miranda, you have 3 points. Congratulations. All right, now for TikTok. Ashley, you have 1 point. Tony, you have 1 point. Chor Tannen, you have 1.5 points. Bubblegum, you have 3 points. R, you have 2.5 points. And Oliver, you have 4.5 points, which means that Oliver from YouTube is our new trivia champion for the Global Game Show Croatia. I'm so glad. Congratulations, Oliver. Everybody, please shout out Oliver and give them a follow as well. Okay, they deserve it. They have stressed out this entire all 3 mini games with me and got to make sure that they were crowned, the trivia champion. So congratulations, Oliver. You did amazing. So Oliver, listen, you are entitled to one of the first class meals. Okay, you can either give it to us or give it to not give it to us. Keep it for yourself or give it to somebody in the comment section. Again, since we're going to Croatia, we have the traditional traditional dishes such as the slow cooked lamb with the potatoes and the peppers and the onions. We also have octopus salad. We also have the prawns and sauce. And then last but not least, we have the stuffed cabbage. Okay, so which one would you like, Oliver? Or you can keep it for yourself or you can give it to someone else. Please let us know. If we do not hear from you, we will have to give it to our second runner-up, which would be either Miranda or Gabby. Let me know, okay? But in the meantime, as we make our descent down to Croatia, please make sure that you get all of your bags off the overhead bins, okay? Listen, y'all are not Oliver. Okay, you said give Michael potatoes and peppers. With the lamb? Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, so good job. Okay, so Michael, 6958, you are the one who goes home with the first class meal. Please remember, everybody, to please collect your luggage from the overhead bins that you see. If you leave anything behind, we will put it on eBay. For any of you who got your shoes confiscated because you came in here with stilettos or flip-flops or unsafe footwear, please go to Cheryl, and Cheryl will give you back your shoes. You can keep the hospital socks. We are not going to recycle them. That is up to you. All right, for anybody who has pets on the plane, please make sure that you fill out the slip. Please make sure you bring your slip to Cheryl, and we will give you the locker in which your pet was kept in. We do have to say, for anybody who brought in a poodle, at some point of the flight, it stopped breathing, so we're so sorry for your loss. We will compensate you on our next flight. So sorry to hear that. All right, and then anyway, shout out to DJ Air for making sure that we had some quality, some nice Croatian music. As you can see, it's very lively, very emotional, very, it gets your heartstrings. So shout out to DJ Air. Shout out to our pilot. As you know, he just got out of surgery. That's why we were a little late starting this flight. Okay, he did get eye surgery, and despite his blurry vision, guys, to be honest with you, he only had 30% of his vision, but he still was able to get us to our destination. All right. Shout out to Cheryl for making sure that she had given you refreshments and everything like that. You said had me in timeout for 2 months. I don't know what you're talking about, Kato, but welcome back. Okay, you did reach the end of our episode. However, we will have another one on Wednesday. So shout out to Cheryl for making sure that she gave you quality refreshments and everything like that. Shout out to Carter for making sure that he helped you with your baggage or anything that you needed. All right. And also, just most of all, thank you for y'all. Those of you, whether you got a point or you didn't, whether this was your first time flying with us or you come back, thank you so much for choosing Global Air Flight GA398. Okay. Thank you so much for the roses. I do appreciate that. We're almost to our rose goal, but I do appreciate us getting to where we are now. We couldn't have done this show without y'all. Y'all are amazing as always. And if you did not know, my name is Amy. I am your stewardess and your host for the Global Game Show. Remember, our next game is on Wednesday. It is on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have a country request, please let me know in the DMs. Please let me know by commenting on any of my videos or anything like that. Okay? And y'all did amazing. All right, so we did achieve our live goal. Thank you so much, Marlon. And who else was giving away? Thank you so much, Michael and Marlon, the M&Ms. Thank you so much. Y'all are amazing. Okay, Marcus, good thing this isn't spirit, but I'm sure you have experience with that. Thank you so much for joining us on Global Air Flight GA398. And remember, be on the lookout because next week I plan on taking y'all on another lunch date with me as we explore the streets of Albania. We might get some lunch and everything. You already saw my sushi video and everything like that. And so we have many more things to show you. All right. So please, if you haven't done so, go ahead and click that follow button. Same for you, YouTube. Go ahead and follow us on TikTok where we do walk around in Albania and just show you what it's like to live abroad. We might go to a fast food restaurant, okay? Something that y'all all know and some of you may love, okay? Just a hint, it is not McDonald's, though, unfortunately, because they do not have McDonald's over here. But that's good for me because I wasn't really a fan of it. But anyway, y'all did amazing. I love your energy as always. I love the vibes. We couldn't do this show without you. So again, I will see you on Wednesday, all right, for another episode of the Global Game Show. Again, it is Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much for playing. My name is Amy, and give me a few minutes, and I'll put everybody's scores on our TikTok story, okay? All right, everyone, you have a wonderful week. And of course, if you're a mother out there, thank you so much for doing what you can do as a mother. Those of you, don't forget to hug your mothers. Don't forget to say a little prayer for your mothers, whatever you do to celebrate your mother. All right. And have a wonderful, wonderful day. See ya. Bye-bye. All righty, y'all. We have gotten through another episode of the Global Game Show. Thank you so much for your energy, your vibes, and everything like that. It is time for me to now go on a 15-minute break after a 16-hour shift. All right, but y'all did amazing as always, and I cannot wait to see you again on the Global Game Show Flight GA398. Bye.